Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Siso. I'm your host, Kahiso Hlongwane, host is in Jiva Sono, and we are back at it again with another one. And this time around, we are going to Guinea Bissau, where there has been a military coup that took over the government. The military is saying enough is enough. We are sick and tired of these fake, corrupt politicians, and we are taking over now. It is funny what is happening there in the West, ladies and gentlemen. People don't know. Guinea-Bissau, after getting its independence in 1974, they had four successful coups that has toppled over government. 4 since 1974. And I think maybe 5 more that has failed. There has been even in a recent one, I think 3 months ago, where the military was just arresting politicians in a sign to say something was coming. So people don't know. I know my South African people, some of you might not know where Guinea Bissau is. There is the big Guinea. No, we are not talking about that one. We are talking about the breakaway, smaller Nyana one on the side. Guinea Bissau is a small country. It's not big. The population is about 2 million people. So you're looking at something like Namibia, Lesotho. I'm not sure about the Eswatini, but it's a small country in terms of population. It has a seashore line, and it's a former colony of the Portuguese. So that is where they are. The western part of Africa continue to have this problem of coups coming in. And for me, it's simple to read a coup. Very simple to read a coup. I read and judge a coup according to how the people of that country respond. If you look at how the military coup of Mali, how the people reacted to the military coup of Mali, you can clearly see that they were happy. The military coup of Niger was also the same. People very happy that Mohamed Bazoum is no more the president, and they were like, take over, we are sick and tired. I don't have to mention to you about the military coup of Burkina Faso, where the people were running in the streets with the soldiers next to them. Soldiers having guns, they are running with the cars of the soldiers, and you're like, is this a coup or is it a party? In Burkina, it was a party. Now, how many coups do we have now in Africa? We have Guinea-Bissau, we have Mali, we have Niger, we have Burkina Faso, we have that one in Sudan. Now look at what is happening there in Sudan. The people are being massacred. The biggest genocide in Africa that is happening is in Sudan. So there I can judge that coup and say this coup is not for the people. These people are fighting for something else. They are not fighting to better their country. They want minerals. They are controlled by the West. They are killing their own people there in Sudan. And then we have a military coup in Madagascar. And is there another one that I'm missing? There might be one more that I'm missing. Of course, there's these smaller things that are happening. The M23 there in Congo, but it's not a complete coup that has taken the entire country, because DRC is so big. DRC is big, ladies and gentlemen, and the equator runs through that country, in the middle of that country, splitting it into 2, and you can have different timelines in DRC, 3 different timelines. So if I had to explain it, it's like in South Africa we'll have Cape Town being 7 o'clock, we'll have Bloemfontein, because it's lying on the equator, being 11 o'clock, and then we'll have Limpopo in a different time zone, and we are in the same country. That is what is happening in the DRC, which is a very very interesting fact because of where that country is lying. So now when you look at what is happening there was elections in Guinea-Bissau on the 23rd, like just now. There was elections, and the president Umaro King Sissoko, Maro Sissoko El Balon. Excuse me for butchering his name. You know these names that the Portuguese names call and French names, very confusing. And he went to an election. He took over not so long ago. I think he's got 3 years or something like that, taking over from another government, and now he wants to rule again. So he was already celebrating, saying, "I won the elections." His opponent, political opposition, was also celebrating that they won the elections, and that is where the army started coming in. And now we've got General Hunter and Tam. That is the guy that has taken over. For me, he looks like an old man. Once I see an old man, I don't have hope. I don't have hope. Considering the history of military coups that have happened in Guinea-Bissau, like I said, 4 of them since 1974. For me, I don't want old people. I don't want old people. There is nothing futuristic that the army is going to do led by an old man. Well, I'm judging it early. We are not even 1 week into it, so I might be wrong with that. So I'm speaking under correction. The army came out, had a press briefing, and said, listen, there's too much drug cartel that is happening here. South America is using this country as a hub to bring in drugs. There is cartels and all of those things. The government is not working for the people, so we as the army are going to take over. Now, the funny thing that happens in the West that does not happen in some of the southern countries is that what you have there, you have government leading a president leading a country, opposition working with them in parliament, and then you'll have the army watching over them as if they are referees, because the army is like an independent body from government. In our country, South Africa, the president is the general. He's the supreme general of the army. He's the one that gives the final instruction to the army. We've got a minister of defense force. They also have a minister, but it's like they can't tackle government easily in South Africa. But South Africa is very much divided. Like I said, I think even Mkhwanazi, who is loved by South Africans, would fail to have a military coup in South Africa, because South Africans will just say, wait, we want Malema. No, we want Zuma. So they will struggle. Unless, of course, they do it in force and kill everyone that's standing against them. That's something that they can do also. So that's what is happening there. After the elections, the military just said, no, this is enough. This is enough. And they took over the government, and now we're having ourselves West Africa, especially the West, is watching another military coup. What are we going to say now? Other people are wishing for it in their countries, but it's not easy. It's not as easy as those countries. The people are suffering there. I mean, Guinea-Bissau is one of the poorest nations in Africa. They've got minerals, they've got everything, but poor to the core, because the West, let me say, their colonizers left, but still control them. Their president is even crying to the French president for assistance. Oh, that makes it even worse. Those evil people. So we want to see what is going to happen there. So some of you wanted me to report on this, and here's the news. There is a military coup. It's still early days to make any form of judgment. I mean, when it happened in Burkina Faso, like I said, for me, I just watch the videos. And with the videos, I don't listen to the army. I don't listen to it. I'm looking at the civilians. How are the civilians reacting? And if the civilians are not rejoicing because of this military coup, then you know something's wrong. And when I watched the videos of Guinea-Bissau, I saw people running up and down in fear for their lives. So that for me tells me this is something that is not good for the people. That is how I judge it anyways, you know. So you guys tell me what you think on the comment section. Do you wish that a military coup can come in South Africa? Is our situation really that bad to compare it to other countries? And some people are saying, yeah, you see, the Burkina Faso is loyal to their citizens. They love their citizens. Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali have got one passport that people can travel around in those countries for free. For free. They have united those three countries. Even their army, they have united in. Even now, they have got their own currency that they are launching for those three countries. That is what we want. In fact, that South Africa can do that so easy in SADC. In SADC, I told you guys about the advanced integrated border system. We need that because we are one with Botswana. We are one. We are one with Namibia. We are definitely one with Lesotho. I mean, we are with no doubt one with Swaziland. You know, and our languages, Tsonga and Shangaan and Zulu, are spoken in Mozambique. We are one, like literally. Zimbabwe, the same thing. Those countries can become one unified SADC powerhouse. And but you know, we are not ready for that. Some people will argue otherwise, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people having different opinion from myself. Sometimes some of us were dreaming too much about this African unity and everything. But if the people don't want, if everyone don't want it, you can't force them to unify and love their fellow African brothers. So I think there's a lot that we can learn from what is happening there in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Click the subscribe button for more African news. When things come like this, I will always report on them. I said I must report, more on what is happening in Africa, even though my audience are not really interested into what is happening in Africa. But I'm telling you, we have to stay informed so that we know, so that when someone comes and asks us what is frontline states, then we don't act confused. Young Tola or Tola later. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I salute you.